Lord, Lord, Lord. Man, hold up. Yeah, what's happening with everybody, man? It's your boy Cuddy J, man. I just got my ass chewed up. Not chewed up. It wasn't a bad way to chew. They just telling me how they felt, man, and I gotta respect that. And I was trying to tell them how I felt. We got a little understanding going on. I like having great conversations with, the person that the other, your significant other friend, slash, lady friend. I like having conversations with the lady friend, any type of lady friend of mine, getting an understanding about whatever that went on or was going on. And yeah, man, it was a lot. I just got off a phone call, man. It's a lot of energy was in that, but hey, it's all good, man. It's your boy Cuddy J, man. Y'all welcome to the Get Back Network. We going live tonight, broadcasting out of Dallas, Texas, and yes, it's still freezing out there. The snow is starting to melt a little bit. They say they say jobs are opening back up tomorrow, which I feel like is dumb. If you can't drive in the ice or the snow, you shouldn't be going to work. If you're in a certain area and you work in a certain area, you shouldn't have to drive. That's my opinion, but it's your boy Cuddy J. Who tapping in, man? Let's run. Introduce yourself. I got 2 people tapping in and nobody's saying nothing. Let's don't start back doing that. We'll be tapping, we come in and we don't talk. Let's don't get back on that, y'all. My topic tonight, man, I want everybody to chime in, man, from Dallas, Texas, man. Anybody that moved to Dallas, Texas from a different city or a different state, tap in, man. This show's tonight about people from out of town saying Dallas is lame. I've been getting that a lot of people from Dallas, or the people that moved to Dallas, I should say, that's from different towns or small towns or smaller cities, and they moved to Dallas to get a better living, and they come out here and they realize that I guess Dallas is not up to par like they thought it would, or on helping them out on what they need to be doing in life. So they end up calling the city of Dallas lame. Here's the catchy part about these people, though. They're not even living in the city of Dallas, and they calling Dallas lame. These people are not even living in the city of Dallas and calling Dallas lame. So when you move to Fort Worth, Arlington, Irving, Grand Prairie, outside of Dallas, you in these places like Garland and Mesquite, or anywhere that's not Dallas County. We are tired of you guys moving from these small ass towns and these cities, coming out here to Dallas when you're not in Dallas, saying you don't like Dallas. It's lame because it ain't giving you what you like. But you ain't even living in the fucking city of Dallas. You're living in Fort Worth, you're living in Arlington, you're living in Irving, you're living in Mesquite, Garland, you're living in all these lame ass spots, hick town, boondocks places like, what's happening with it there? I see you there, Lisa. What's up with it, Don Juan? What's happening with it there, ladies? Welcome to the chat, y'all. You in these old country ass cities and shit like Cedarville, Mansfield. You're not in Dallas. So stop including Dallas into this narrative that it's a lame spot to come move to when you're not even in the city of Dallas. And if you're in the city of Dallas, what fucking part of Dallas you in that you can't get your shit right? In a big ass city like this is a big ass market city. Why you can't get your shit together in a big ass market city like this? And you say you from a city where you can survive anywhere. How you can't get your shit together? I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, these motherfuckers right here ain't in Dallas. They're definitely not in Dallas for one thing. And if they in Dallas, they in the rural areas of Dallas, like in the hood parts, where they ain't got good jobs to offer. In the hood parts like South Dallas, Pleasant Grove, some parts of Oak Cliff. Let's get real. Let's get real around here. Let's get real around here. They moving to these type of places like this. They're not even coming to the city of Dallas, North Dallas. They not off Central Expressway. They're not on Lovers Lane. They're not up here in Addison. They're not up Hilltop. They're not downtown Dallas. They're not in Uptown. All these fucking hospitals around here in these warehouses. How the fuck you not emerging in life? What's going down? And guess what? I called one chick today. She complained about Dallas and shit. Talking about she can't get her shit together. I asked her, where you stay at? Oh, I'm in Fort Worth. Bitch, that ain't fucking Dallas. That's Fort Worth. You put that noise on Fort Worth. I said, what you trying to get taken care of? Oh, I'm trying to get care of, I'm to my Medicaid and my food stamps. Oh shit. Oh, bingo. 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 Medicaid and food stamps, that shit ain't working right for you. You should have that mentality anyway. And that's why this motherfucking goddamn, let me tell you the reason why they call Dallas lame. Because they come out here with these small-minded country-ass attitudes and these mindsets thinking they're going to proceed in life. When you got this small town country-ass mindset, they ain't going to get you nowhere to where you're going to go back to where you from. That's exactly what happens. Where we at, guys? Let me put my glasses on so I can read these checks. And I'm going to tell you, and guess what? The people that be posting it, making fun of it, reposting it because they jealous because they can't move to Dallas. Or that they ain't making a decision to come to Dallas at first. And they stuck where they at. Now, some of these people, they got a good life in Dallas. I guess they do. They got it going on, whatever. But they wish they could move to Dallas. And they went in that old dusty-ass city where there's nothing to do in that dusty-ass city. But just go to the casinos and wait till the club to open the next night. And it's going to be a fight anyway. Other than that, it's a ghost town. Hey, Jay Donner, man, won't you relax before you get blocked, you motherfucker? You just sit back and listen and watch the show. What else with a Terry Wheel? What's happening with a Terry Wheel? What's happening with it? South Dallas in the building. Hey, South Dallas in the building, man. What it do? Haywood Pittman? What's happening with it? Kristen, what's happening with it? I ain't knew I was that loud, man. I'm loud, guys. Mic check, mic check. I ain't knew I was that loud, man. I'm loud. My bad, man. My bad, cuz. Thanks for letting me know that, though. Cuz said I was loud. Cuz said I was loud. Appreciate that, Jay Donald. Appreciate that, Jay Donald. Paul White Folks Wallace, what's happening? Can y'all hear me now? Mic check, mic check. Well, y'all can hear me, man. I had to answer the phone, man. Nigga calling me while I'm going live and shit, man. But anyway, man, like I was saying, man, what it do, Paul? I had to wear these glasses, man, to read the chat line, man, because it's so small and shit. But anyway, man, tonight's topic is why people move to Dallas and call it lame. That's tonight's topic. What Dallas at? We need Dallas in the building. I want Dallas to step in the building. Why do people move to any of these small? Why do people move to any of these small? Why do any people move to these big cities coming from these small ass towns, these country ass towns, you know, and then they get to the big city, they want to call it lame because it's not doing for them what the small town did for them. So they got a small mind, they got a small town mindset. That's the reason why they call a city like Dallas. You call a city like Dallas lame. This is a grown person now. Now, first of all, when you grown, you ain't really trying to do all that fun shit anyway, go to the club and party every fucking day. But Dallas gives you shit to do all day, every day, other week as a grown person. Whether it's fun, activity, stuff with your kids, dating, anything. And then when it comes to a job, it shouldn't be hard to get no job in Dallas. Even if you're a convicted felon, you can get you a job in Dallas. It's not that hard. It ain't about what you know, it's who you know these days. It's been like that forever. So when you come down here with a fucking excuse about Dallas ain't doing good for you, and you blame it on the government, what the government supposed to be doing for you, that's not a Dallas problem, especially when you live in Fort Worth. That's Tarrant County. That's not Dallas County, y'all. That's Tarrant County. I had to answer a phone call, y'all. That's why I went meet. But it's Tarrant County. When you live in Fort Worth, the Arlington, and all that shit right there, Irving is Dallas County, but all that shit is Tarrant County, man. Don't blame Fort Worth problems on Dallas, y'all. I know everybody see on Facebook is from anybody from Shreveport anyway, because there's always somebody from Shreveport clowning Dallas or want to compare Dallas to Houston. You know what I'm saying? Two different cities. You know, two different cultures. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're like, so we might well compare Shreveport and Baton Rouge together, huh? I mean, like, it's always the party from Shreveport that's clowning Dallas because they can't proceed out here and succeed. and they can't even they don't got no gift and gab. What they do, Ryan? Welcome, Ryan Studios, my boy. What's happening with it, man? Tonight, man. Tonight's topic, man. We talking about the reason why people from out of town move to Dallas and call it lame. I'm giving y'all the reason why they call it lame, and I've been seeing this post. I've been seeing numerous posts on Facebook timeline from people from Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm gonna go ahead and point it out real quick. It's been from people from Shreveport, Louisiana, and people from Shreveport, Louisiana sharing the post like it's a comedy or something because they mad because they can't make it out here. Now I've been living out here in Dallas for 22 years, going on 23 years. Back when I moved to Dallas, it wasn't a trend to move out of Shreveport. It wasn't a trend to leave the city of Shreveport because Shreveport was peaking then with the nightlife. Club and shit was going down, everything. So when I left Shreveport, it wasn't trendy to move out of Shreveport then. I went to one city, then came to another. So all of a sudden, years didn't go by. And I see around by 2010. By about 2010, 11, 12, is when a lot of people from Shreveport started migrating to Dallas. And most of them people, who that nation, a lot of people from Shreveport that migrated, and those people that migrated to Dallas from Shreveport around that time, they say out of 2012. What they did when they came out here is they started shitting on the people that still live in Shreveport about how they living out here in Dallas or the DF-Dub area because most of these people are not in Dallas. These people are in Arlington, Fort Worth, Irving, Grand Prairie, Duncanville, Oak Cliff, DeSoto. They're not in a definite city. They're not in the city. They're not in the city like my address says Dallas. Theirs don't. You know what I'm saying? What happened is you get them people moving out of here. They started shitting on the people that still living in Shreveport because they happy they're in the big city now. Well, they small mind mentality. They happy they're in the big city now. So they shitting on the small minded people. So what they're doing with them people in Shreveport is making them feel some type of way because you got people who moved out here to Dallas now from these small ass cities shitting on people that they left behind. So what they doing now, they either working for two things. They're looking for you to move back to the city so they can say, oh, she fell off or he fell off. He back in the city now. I guess Dallas wasn't good for him. He couldn't make it in Dallas or she couldn't make it in Dallas or she back in Shreveport or she back in Bossier City or wherever. So they either wait for that to happen or they waiting out here. They waiting to come to Dallas or move to Dallas or waiting on somebody to say some shitty about Dallas so they can feel good. They'll feel good. So now you got, it's still people migrating to Dallas, man, especially from Shreveport. Because Shreveport ain't the place you really want to live at and raise your kids, at least our parents, people who like my parents' age. Some people my age got good jobs and good living and good careers. Good for them. But you somebody, man, that's trying to start over and shit, Shreveport ain't the place you're going to try to start over at. You might need to go to a big city. And you might need to do what you need to get like me. You need to do, when you're in Rome, do what the Romans do. You people come out here from a small ass town, a country small town at that, and come to the big city thinking you want to do small country shit in a big city to get it by. No, you ain't gonna do that. You gotta adapt, baby. See, I moved from a big city to a big city. It's different. What did it do, Cohen? I moved from one big city. Now I left a small city and went to a big city, to a whole other region. Left that city and moved to another big city. So I knew how to migrate. I knew how the big city shit worked. How the highway system work, what a tollway is, with a whatever express lane, all that. Small towns don't have that. I knew what a turnpike was before before anything. What this guy right here said. Liam said, "What's philosophical view that I agree? Everyone disagrees with me on. It's not too many things people disagree with me on. I can't even think about it. I don't really just sit back and be like, who disagrees with me on this? Who disagrees with me on that? Pretty much most of the shit that I be talking about and speaking of, nigga, I'm probably 100% right about it anyway, cause that's why I'm talking about it. If I'm talking about the shit, man, in a meaningful way, man, I'm probably 100% right about what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how many people are gonna disagree with what I'm saying right though. I don't know. Are you one of the ones that's gonna disagree with me or what? What's that? What's up with it? What up with it, Liam? Talk to me. My favorite color blue, man. My favorite color is any color blue, man. Royal blue, powder blue, baby blue, navy blue. All of my favorite color. I like blues. I appreciate you, man. I got the camouflage. I got them Levi's. I got the Levi's on. You know, Levi's. Got the Levi's shirt on. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like to coordinate. You know what I'm saying? Got the camouflage hat on. I wore my Tim today because it's snowing outside. You know, I threw the Tims on with these bitches. You know what I'm saying? You know. So yeah, I gotta stay fly. But yeah, we need Dallas to tap up in here though, man. Because I know that I'm not even a Dallas. I'm not a Dallas native. I'm not even raised here, you know. But I've been here, living here long enough to know that there's a lot of shit to do here. A lot going on. It's places that I haven't been yet. It's places I haven't ate at, went to yet. It's parts of the town or the area that I haven't been to yet. And these people who come out here to Dallas, man, and they here for 3 or 4 months, there's no way in hell you've been all around the DF area in 3 or 4 months. It ain't that much driving in the world. You cannot do that in 3 or 4. It's gonna take you some years to go on this side of town or go on that side of town. And I didn't know about that up there. It's some people who live in South Dallas that's born and raised here who ain't never been to Frisco, who ain't never been to Addison, who ain't never been to motherfucking McKinney. It's people who ain't up. It's people from vice versa. It's people from Plano up this way who ain't never been down in South Dallas or Pleasant Grove, Oak Cliff. They never been to Arlington unless they went to Jerry's World. So you got people who live here who ain't even been around the entire city. Yet you got these out of towners that come here with these small mindsets thinking they want to get a lift off from the government to help them with their welfare and shit, and they goddamn Medicaid and all that stuff like that, like Shreveport do. You can't be in Dallas if it's going slow. I keep telling these people, Dallas and Arlington and all those other places are slower than, I mean, Fort Worth and Arlington is slower than Dallas. You want your shit get done fast, don't blame it on Dallas if you ain't in Dallas. If you want your shit to get done fast, you need to be in Dallas. How the hell you gonna move to one trashy ass city to another trashy ass city? Just because it's in a big ass state next to a marketable city, you think that city gonna do something. Why the fuck move to Fort Worth anyway? You from Shreveport, you move to Fort Worth. I know some people out live in Fort Worth. Everybody got a good house out there. I'm just saying. You move to the same fucking city, one city just bigger than the other one. Yeah, you know how to get that nigga right here. We got you there, buddy. Yeah, you know. We ain't playing no game tonight, nigga. We don't care about you being gay, nigga. Get your ass about my page. Bye, Negan. Bye, 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 bye. Yeah, you said you gay one time, nigga. I did that right there. We ain't had to see you was gay again, nigga. You said you was gay 5 times, nigga. I do say the 5th time, nigga, you gotta go. We gotta go. You try to convince us that you gay, we see it the first time, that nigga. Then you gotta go. Bye. I know you in Fort Worth, I know you in Fort Worth, but you ain't complaining either, though. You ain't complaining either. That motherfucker complaining. Motherfucker gonna make a post talking about she tired of Dallas, but you live in Fort Worth. Get the fuck up out of here. They're like saying, I don't like New York, but I live in New Jersey. That's 2 different states. I don't like LA. I hate LA. But your ass live in motherfucking goddamn Eden Empire. Or you live in motherfucking goddamn Bakersfield. That's not LA. People crazy, man. You think you'll come out here and get that small? You can't come down to Dallas. We can't go to no big city with a small mind mentality, especially country minded at that, and think you're finna prosper, man. You better get like me. You better flip your quarter and tell that person to flip their quarter and whatever land on that shit. You better make sure your shit land where they shit land. But this is the reason why people come to Dallas and move to Dallas and call Dallas lame. And people they hope and and like we do have a lot of people who move back to Shreveport because they couldn't maintain in Dallas, and they're a little bitter too. But you got some people, man, who just they hate that some people migrated to Dallas, you know what I'm saying? They made a better life for themselves, you know what I'm saying? So they think it's a joke. They think it's a joke now. Oh damn, Carl. How you doing, Carl? How you doing? I mean, you know, too many bozo niggas around here, man. There's bozo ass niggas around here, boy. I swear. I don't see how you can speak to a bozo motherfucker. I cannot speak to no bozo ass nigga. When I see a nigga on some bozo shit, I can't speak to them motherfuckers. When I see somebody on some bozo shit, I ain't gonna be nice to them. I ain't gonna speak to their ass. Hell no. What it do, Leo the Great Man? Welcome back, man. It's been a long time, my boy. Been a long time. I ain't seen it in a while. See that Leo? See Leo? See see Leo know what I mean. You know, when you see a bozo fuck, you gotta get rid of them bozo fucks. I'm tired of bozo fucks coming in here typing the same shit over and over again. Once I figure you're a bozo fuck, once you do that shit, I'm gonna start blocking your ass. Cause I don't need them people on my channel. I don't want that. We need some legit people that's gonna talk some real shit on here. All that public trolling, I don't like that. I don't like that. Niggas just typed in, he gave 10 times. Then we got another nigga just typed in, get on the ground. People like that gotta go. You gotta go. I don't want that. We need the dope conversation. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. I'm kind of like a little fired up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You know, my lady friend, she just called and cursed me out, told my all type of shit, you know. It was a lovely curse out though, you know what I'm saying? You know, she FaceTime me, she been drinking and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, she she we try to get a little understanding going on, but we'll talk later. But yeah, Leo, the topic tonight, man, is the reason why people move to Dallas and call it Lane. And the reason why I'm saying that because lately on Facebook and all these other social platforms, media, they've been, you know, people been making memes and posts about the city of Dallas or DF Dub. So people been clowning Dallas, man, the city of Dallas. And the people that are clowning Dallas are living in the most trashiest, non-prosperous city ever. Talking shit about Dallas, and where they staying there right now ain't no better. Well, first thing, Dallas is a great city to live in, period. The whole DF Dub is a great place to live in. I'm not gonna take shit away from Fort Worth or Grand Prairie or Arlington, or I just know it ain't Dallas. And people saying they in Dallas and you ain't in Dallas, stop saying that shit. If you're in Grand Prairie, you in Grand Prairie. If you're in Forney, you in Forney. If you're in Frisco, you in Frisco. You're in McKinney, you in McKinney. You ain't in Dallas. You ain't in Oak Cliff. You ain't in Pleasant Grove. You ain't in the West. You ain't in the East. You ain't in the North. You ain't in Dallas. You ain't in Dallas. So stop saying it. Stop blaming Dallas for being lame when y'all in a lame ass small town somewhere else. And you don't know how to migrate around this big ass city. And you come down this city with the small country minded ass mindsets, thinking this shit gonna work out here in this big ass city. Minnows can't swim in oceans. They belong in lakes. Minnows don't swim in oceans. They belong in lakes and ponds. And that's what you fucking is, a fucking minnow. Stop coming to fucking city of Dallas and don't know how to swim in this motherfucker. Stay your ass where you at, out of towners. And I'm saying that as a motherfucking out of towner myself who been living here 22 years. Stay the fuck out of this city if you can't migrate in it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised you ain't never been down here before. At least you need to come down here while it's good, while you got good company right here. You heard me? You need to come while you got good company right here. You got a reason to come to Dallas now. You got a reason. You got me, Lee, you got me, Don Juan, and Leo down here. You been to H-Town, okay. But yeah, man. You know, people that just want to shit on Dallas, man, because they mad that you know people that they don't like doing good out here in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm a rich motherfucker. I ain't broke. I ain't poor. Damn, man. But yeah, it's a lot of Dallas hate, man. A lot of Dallas hate. A lot of it come from motherfuckers being Dallas Cowboy haters. A lot of that come from people just hating the Dallas Cowboys or hating certain rappers from Dallas like Trap Boy Freddy or Yellow Beezy. So it gives them another reason to hate on the city, you know what I'm saying? So especially they never been around the whole city. I'm gonna tell you what. This is what I tell them out. This is what I tell their ass. I had to send the link out. Happy birthday, Exotic. Hey man, my birthday was Saturday, and I would want to interview with me. Happy birthday, Exotic and Skelly. All right, Lisa. All right, I see you. I'll be here. We'll be here. But yeah, man, that's the topic of the night, man. You know, the reason why people call Dallas lame. And I'm not saying Dallas lame. If anybody come in there, people dive into this video saying, why are you calling Dallas lame? I'm not calling Dallas lame. That's the name of the topic. The reason why people move to Dallas and call it lame. I'm telling you why they call it lame. And not because of the city, it's because of they lame ass. They come out here with this small-minded mind frame. That small town country shit, that shit don't work in the big city. And that's to get them, that's why they talk down on the city like Dallas, because uh, they can't swim in it. So Dallas is not a lame place to be at. That's one of the loveliest cities to come visit to. I tell people this right here. You ain't really just enjoy Dallas, man, at least you come visit me. Appreciate that donation that done one, fam. Hey, I can't justify nobody's opinion about Dallas until they come hang with me. When you come hang with Cuddy and you hang around Cuddy for 2-3 days in Dallas, and whatever opinion you go back to Dallas with after that, I'm cool with that. But I'm not gonna allow you to come to say some shit about Dallas when I know all you did was just go to fucking South Dallas. You probably went to Arlington. You went out on the outskirts of the fucking city. You ain't come into the city. You probably went downtown a little bit. It get a little scary down there because there's too much traffic, and there's buildings everywhere. That probably scared you. But you ain't come up for you ain't in the city. Trust me. Trust me, you ain't in the city. And like I be telling people now, y'all come to Dallas, man, y'all can holler at me, man. And every time they holler at me, guess where they be at? 45 minutes on the other side of town. Not even in Dallas. And then, see, Leo knows that. Leo, I'm not even from Dallas, man, and I know how to get around. I know where to go to. I've been to 22 years, going on 23, man, and I made my way around here. And I started getting my feet wet within 5 months of me living here in Dallas. I was here 5 months, and once I started doing open mic nights and shows downtown in Deep Ellum, and meeting people around my job and getting out and shit, I found my own way around here. Like it's people who've been living here for years, and and pretty much they follow my lead on where to go hang out at and who to be around. Cause they don't have the personality like I have and know how to move around through a city, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I made my way more than people who live here, who've been living here longer than me. Yeah, fine dining joints. That's all I like to go to. Me and the chick, we go every time a chick better know, man, if she talking about coming to eat with me, we finna go to a nice restaurant. Fine dining joint, some you ain't never heard of, and you finna drink on the shit you ain't never drank on. For real talk on everything. I'm talking about, and we might stop by Chili's, you know what I'm saying, Applebee's, you know, you might want to, you might want you to pick through some shit like that. Yeah, it's cool sometimes, you know, on the border, you know what I mean? But no, I go to the spots. I go to the spots, trust me. I go to the spots, man. Dallas, Texas, tap in, man. We got too many out of towners talking crazy. Too many out of towners talking crazy. And I even, I made a post about this on Facebook. I made a Facebook post about it. And somebody gonna say, you sound like you from Dallas now. Shit, I've been here 22 years. I'm 48. I've been here most of half my life down there. Shit. I was just born and raised there. I got my fucking mindset and my thoughts while I grew up from Shreveport. But I got to other places and learned, hey, I'm glad where I'm from. I'm glad where I learned, where I came from. I love the mentality they put me in because it made me prepare for places I'm at now. You know, sometimes that street mentality, it helps me through a lot of shit, get through a lot of corporate shit. Having that street mentality, you know, I get by with a lot of shit having to expose that street mentality sometimes. So sometimes my Shreveport mentality gets me by. A lot of me being from Shreveport, especially the era I'm from, the year I was born, it puts me in a better space on dealing with things and certain people. Knowing how to, you know, I'm very balanced. It makes me more balanced, you know what I'm saying? I will say that. I always been an open-minded person. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a hood nigga, I still know how to be around white folks, Mexicans, you know, Asians, whoever, Middle Easterns, Nigerians, whoever. I still know how to be and be myself. It just Shreveport taught me that, and I learned how to utilize and learn my shit in other places. Just have diversity. In Shreveport, you see black and white. The Mexicans out there, the ones that I grew up with, they only spoke English. They didn't speak Spanish because they was American raised in Louisiana. It's very rare that we've seen. You got a handful of Asians and a handful of Mexicans, Hispanics in Shreveport back when I was living there. There might be more people who live in that city now because everybody's moving everywhere now because the social media is giving everybody the eyes to see how shit look now. But when I grew up, man, you only seen black and white, man. When I moved from Shreveport and moved to Philadelphia, that's when I started seeing all kind of people from different nationalities. You would see somebody the same color you is, but speaking a different language. They dress the same way you dress. Walking with the same aura and mannerism and everything, but they from a different country, from Belize, Trinidad, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Haitians, Jamaicans. You got motherfuckers, you got from everywhere. Oh, Lisa's back. Appreciate the gifts, man. Who that is? Trevor, what's happening with it, Trevor? What they do? Trevor 6'9" in the building. Yeah, man. But yeah, people talking about, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker about Dallas. But let's lay back off Dallas for a little bit. Let's go into another subject. I got a question to ask, guys. Do you bring roses on the first date or no? Is it bad if it's bad that I got a question for the women or for anybody. Is it bad not to show up with roses on the first date? What it do? Try to start Vincent. Welcome to the Kickback Network. Your boy Cuddy J, broadcasting live from Dallas, Texas. Question, guys. Question besides all the Dallas. We're going to get back to the Dallas thing in a minute. Question. Is it bad to not bring flowers on the first date? I'm going to say the question one more time. Is it bad to not bring roses on the first date? And it's from you two women. I really was looking for y'all answers anyway. I'm waiting on the males to say something too, though. I just want to know reason why. Now this don't have nothing to do with me, y'all. This don't have nothing, but it kind of do have something to do with me. But I'm just saying. But let's say if you do bring roses on the first date, you don't have to bring them on the second date. But bringing roses on the first date is a great impression. It's the way you greet the lady anyway with some roses. Let her know it's all love and romance around here on this end. You know, If you know how to court a lady, you know how to court a lady. But do you bring roses every time? No, you don't want to seem like you're overwhelming them and overdoing it, or you faking with it. But yeah, I think another question: if a guy doesn't bring roses, what's your take on that? That's the other question. You gonna say it's not bad, Star? Like, let me ask the question again. Make sure everybody's on the same question. So, bring you flowers on the first date, what would y'all do? Okay, you say it's not that serious. Okay. So hold on. So try Star. Are you a female? So try Star. Are you a female? I'm I'm assuming you're a female. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue the conversation right there. All right, all right. Yeah, you know what I feel like. If you fail to, this is what I feel like. If you fail to bring roses on the first date, and she's upset that you didn't bring them, and she throw that out in your face, I think bringing roses on the second date, she probably gonna be like, she's not gonna even, she's not gonna too much care about it because you should have did the first date. So do you don't just bring roses at all, and just try to find some other way to kind of like you know get her mind right, make her feel good about you. Okay, I just wanted to make sure though. I got to make sure what type of dudes I'm talking to, a guy or a dude. You know, yeah. Well, I know someone that they take that shit serious. I know somebody that you don't bring roses on the first date, they would get up and leave no matter how far you had to drive. They're serious. I know somebody, and to be honest though, just because me knowing how that person is, yeah, you should bring this person flowers though, man. They deserve these flowers on the first date. This person, but I don't think they don't get flowers. They should leave though. You know, especially you drove way you drove far. So yeah, just well most even females who don't like flowers, they would love for you to bring them. If you were to bring flowers, if you were to if you were to bring flowers, right? Even if they never had flowers brought to them in their life, they would act like they love the fuck out of flowers and like they get flowers every time they go on a date. And he might be the first nigga that bought you some flowers. So just keep in mind, man, when you're courting a lady, man, just to be on the safe side. 7 times out of 10, they want flowers, man. I just wanted to run that quick thing by. And the reason why I asked that question through there up in this video because that's been like a big topic too, in my conference. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, but most of the time, when before me anyway, most of the time before I go out on a date with a lady anyway or take her out somewhere, we have spoken a lot and we spoke long enough and talked on the phone long enough for me to know what she's expecting and what she wants from me or out of me. Or So I would know to bring roses or bring her flowers or do this right here, all the other shit is natural, you know what I'm saying? Holding the door open for her, opening the door for her and all that shit like that. That shit natural, you know. You should know how to do that anyway if you're dealing with, if you be around females or if you deal with women a lot, you should know all that shit, holding the door opening and opening her door and shit. That shit is natural, you know. And that shit ain't lame. That shit ain't nothing. That ain't sucker for love type of shit. No. That's how you do. That's how you treat a lady. You know what I'm saying? You know, you hold the door open for them. You let them walk in first. You open the door for them when they get in the car. When you get out the car, until you get up around the car, you open the door for her to get out. You know what I'm saying? You know, she don't want to break her nail and shit, open the door. She might just got a nail did. So you want to make sure she good, you know. So shit like that, you know. When you walking on the sidewalk, down the sidewalk with each other, you let her walk on the inside. It's just certain procedures that's automatic for me. That's what's up right there. Yeah, you know. And elderly ladies, they respect flowers. Elderly, when I say elderly ladies, women of age, women are like, I'm gonna say 35 or on up. I want to say 40, but I'm gonna say 35 now. Yeah, for a reason. 35 and on up, they want roses. Now, a chick from 21 to early 30s, they might don't even give a damn about no flowers. But you bringing them some flowers and shit, you know, you just setting the bar for them. You setting the bar for the next nigga, okay? The next nigga that she fuck with better be on that same type of line, on that frame. Have them delivered is nice. You know what? That'll be cool too. You know what I'm saying? You know, just send some roses to her crib and some shit like that, or some flowers. That'll fuck her head up too, though. And then on top of that, then when you meet her and you go pick her up, you have some more flowers to give her ass. That'll fuck her. Hey y'all, this is not me, guys. We're not talking about me. I want y'all to know this is not about me. Badass pirate skeleton. Never trust a woman and never trust a fart. Righteous. My favorite gay steamer. He said, hey y'all, Cherry Papa said his favorite gay steamer. He means streamer, nigga. He means streamer. Hey, she legal here now. I don't gotta worry about blocking your ass about here. Legal will get you out of here. Like a fat kid in dodgeball. Yeah, scram, bitch. In other words, go fuck yourself. Yeah. Back to the lame man motherfucker hating on the city of Dallas. Back to the lame ass motherfuckers hating on the city of Dallas. Small country town mind frame motherfuckers. I've been in the big city too long to have a small mind. Yeah, that country mind state is out of my country mind been gone a long time ago. That country mind state been gone since I was in my early 20s. Talk shit ridiculous. What bad ass thing? I think bad ass was just talking funny. They all ain't bad though. Nah, women, you know what I'm saying? They all ain't bad. But yeah, man, I got tired of motherfuckers just clowning Dallas, man. You know, like if you wish Shreveport had it going on like Dallas just said, you wish y'all had a ball in the city. You know, you had a tall ass building with a ball on the top. You wish you had the fucking Dallas Cowboys playing out there. You wish you had the motherfucking, you know, skyscrapers and high rises and shit everywhere. You wish you had all these malls out here and all these fucking goddamn this nigga right here know I'm going live right now. Yeah, man. You know, they've been like And when and you know me, I'm not gonna even lie. The chick that was really like talking like she really was like adamant about what she said, how she felt about Dallas. I I said, so darling, what is it you trying to get done for you that Dallas not doing that Shreveport do for you? I said, better get just inbox me. I don't even want to hear it on the comments. Just inbox me. So what I did, I just called her. So when I called her, I said, hey, Miss Givens. That's her name is Givens. I said, so what part of Dallas you live in? I said, you trying to get a job? She said, I got a job. She said, I'm not in Dallas though. I'm in Fort Worth. I said, oh, they okay. Well, see, stop singing Dallas. First of all, don't clown Dallas because you're in Fort Worth for one thing. And the way Dallas do things is way different than Fort Worth. So you ain't gonna just clown Dallas because Fort Worth is not coming through for you. I'm like, what is it you trying to get taken care of? Then you got this job. I think she got hired at Amazon. She said she somebody Medicaid and somebody food stamps or whatever, or some shit like that. And they said it took 30 days for them to respond, and then they said it's taking another 30 days for this to happen. So I'm like, well, damn, baby, I thought you were talking about trying to find a job or a good place to live at or a good area, but you in Fort Worth for one thing. I can't even tell you nothing about Fort Worth or where to go to and where to get around there or who to go talk to. Now you was in Dallas, especially on this side of town of Dallas. I can put you in I can point you a bunch of directions. Trying to get a job somewhere. You looking for how much you trying to make? Okay, you need to go over here. Where you want to live at? How much you trying to spend on your apartment? You want a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom? Where you trying to go? Okay, how much you trying to spend monthly? Oh, you need to go over there. See, I got sources, so I know how to direct you and point you to the right directions. Some people, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know, man. It made me mad when it was two things that made me mad when I found out when she had told me she was in Fort Worth, and when she said something about her fucking food stamps. I said that's fucked up. I ain't never been on food stamps. I ain't never applied for them, never had them. I wasn't raised on them. But my mama always made too much money. I've always made too much money. So yeah, I don't know how that situation works. Murder Worth. You know about Murder Worth? You know about Murder Worth? Hey, TriStar, where you from, man? It seems like we got some DF Dubs in the building. Where we at? We got anybody from DF Dub in here? Tahiti say my girl left me. Shit, I don't know what to say, man. Shit. I hope she ain't in Dallas, nigga, and she left you because she freezing like a motherfucker outside. Unless she went to her side nigga house. Oh, you in Tennessee, righteous. I meet a lot of people from Memphis, Tennessee, out here. Memphis got a little community squad out here, people. Yeah, man, but you get these small town people, man, like, and you never hear from people like from small towns in Texas. Like you might get somebody who moved from like Tyler or Marshall, Texas, or Longview, or Commerce, or Parrish, or Wichita Falls, or Abilene, little small Waco, places like that. They don't never clown Dallas. But when they move from other places, like it always be like it'd be somebody from like Shreveport, it'd be somebody from LA. It'd be California people, a lot of California people, and Louisiana people, and these might the only people who I hear talk shit about Dallas or Texas. California people or Louisiana people. Only people I hear say some shit about them. And when you start listening to the shit they say, what they don't like about them, it lets you know they ain't even go nowhere. They ain't where the fuck they went. I had a dude, it's a dude that made a post saying, these bitches out here in Dallas ain't about shit. They old dusty assholes just like the whole back home. They got about 3, 4, 5 kids, about 4 baby daddies. I'm like, what these hoes, where he at? He must be in the hood. I told the nigga, nigga, you in the hood too much, nigga. It sound like you in the hood looking for bitches. You need to get out here where the women at. That's your problem. You looking for bitches, not women. Y'all looking for the fucking goddamn ratchet houses and parties and shit instead of going where it's classy at. Yeah, Cali room. And get what? The Cali people, y'all coming down here complaining when y'all bringing them California prices down here. They building these California businesses out here. And now you got all these people coming with these California prices and shit on renovations and shit for, renting out a fucking building or office and shit, or, these restaurants, all that shit. They want to come with these California prices. These property managers coming out here running properties and shit, making the rent high. Come on, now, get the fuck up out of here, Cali. Yeah. Yeah. It's bad everywhere. Every city got a bad thing about it. Some cities just got more bad things about it. And some cities got some good things about it. But one thing I would not allow somebody to say Dallas don't got shit going on for it. That's a bullshit ass lie. It's something to do here every day of the fucking week, whether it's daytime or nighttime. You don't have to wait till it get dark to have fun in Dallas. Most places, they don't have fun until it get dark. And Shreveport is one of them. And I'm from there, y'all. I'm from there, I'm telling you. When I go there to visit, man, if there ain't no event going on in the neighborhood or event going on in the city, that city is a fucking ghost town. They don't got shit but the casinos. And if you live there, you don't go to the casinos that much because you ain't trying to give away your money like that. That's 50 Cent. The last time Shreveport was lit with any type of action or activity, 50 Cent was out there 2 years ago with the humanity and humanity thing, to going to humanity shit. And he had to bring half of the goddamn music industry people out there to the city and spend there $500,000 to make it look like this motherfucking city like Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Chicago, New York, LA, Miami. I swear, every time I go back there, man, it's a ghost town, man. I go there to go see my mama and them, a couple of family members, and a couple of homies out the neighborhood. After 2 days, I'm ready to come back I-20 East, West. I'm ready to come back. Because when you've been living, living in Dallas so long, man, it even feels different when I go back to the hometown. I feel like I'm out of town, man. Everything just feels, it shifts. Somebody like, it comes, everything starts seeming slower when I arrive in Shreveport. That's why I tell everybody, I can't justify your opinion or respect your opinion, what you have to say about Dallas, unless you hung around me. Unless you hung around me and been around me. Once you hang around me for a few days or whatever, then you can say what you want to say about Dallas, and I respect what you have to say there, and I can't say shit. Because I know one thing, this guy right here, I love it. I'm never bored. And ain't no such thing getting bored when you're grown anyway. Pick a book up. Do something. Most people from Shreveport don't leave their block. People just started traveling, guys. People from Shreveport just started taking trips and shit. I'm gonna tell you, going on trips is trendy now for some of these folks. I've been going on trips and shit since I was a little kid. Every summer, from the age of 5, from the age of 5 till I was in high school, every summer we went on a family trip. Even to this day, we go on family trips every summer. But it was fucking Carolina, DC. I was going. We were doing that shit in the 80s and 90s. I knew about, I've been to big cities and big places when I was young. Coming back home, coming back to school, telling her, oh, what you do this summer? Oh, man, my family, we had went to Washington, D.C. Oh, we had went to Chicago. Oh, we had went to Phoenix. Oh, we going back to Phoenix next year too. People just started traveling, man, when social media popped up. When I'm gonna say about 2010, when people just started traveling. It's like people doing these cruises and shit. And shout out to people who go on cruises and go on trips, but some of you guys just start flying. Yeah, some motherfuckers ain't got on the airplane until they got 50 some years old. Your first time flying on an airplane, nigga, you was 50-something, nigga. You just started going out of town, nigga. People weren't going on no fucking trips, man. And that's what they do. Okay, now, and people won't even know how to dress for social media. Shreveport don't even got no fucking malls you can go shop out of. They malls don't even got that many stores you can shop out of. You gotta order online. Or go to little neighborhood spots. That shit generic. Let's be real around here. Oh, okay, you asking about Minnesota, okay. Shout out to Minnesota, man. Shout out to all the citizens of Minnesota, man, for sticking up for one another, man. Shout out to Minnesota, man. I don't think people have been harping enough about Minnesota, man, in a good way. But all the residents of Minnesota, man, is out there fighting, man, and standing up for their rights, man. Shout out to all my Minnesotians. Or Minneapolis. 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 Shout out to all of them, man. Hey, for real, man. I'm running a high meter tonight, man. I think my lady friend, she gave me actually gave me a pep talk, y'all. My friend, my lady friend actually gave me a pep talk. Got me all fighting, striking, man. I started at, she supposed to be, what they do, 85 cut down, custom made T-tops, sitting on his tippy toes, making fees bop. I'd rather wear shell toes, fuck Reeboks. Got a feel for yak now, headed to the weed spot. What's happening with it? We talking about why people that come to Dallas call Dallas lame, man. The reason why people move to Dallas and call it lame, man, that's the name of the top of the night, man. The name of the top of the night. And why people the reason why people talk bad about Dallas and call it lame, man, that's the top of the night. But it's not lame, but I got the reason why they call it lame though. It's not because of the city, it's because of they asses. They asses are the reason why it's lame, not the city. Yeah, Ashley got me pepped up tonight though. Shout out to Ashley though, man. I was this close about to send her the link to add her on the screen tonight. But she got, she had a couple of the drinks, you know what I'm saying? But she called, she FaceTimed me as I was about to start my live, and she just fired it going off. And she was like, I'm doing great, man. I'm feeling good. It's just snow out there, about to melt. I'll be back I'm going back to work tomorrow. I went out, I took off today. I wasn't going to work today. Fuck no. People sliding all over the motherfucking apartment complex and shit. One girl I had walked out there this morning. One girl, she had her car in park because she would have moved it, tried to turn the steering wheel. It was gonna slide and hit my neighbor's car. So I had to tell my neighbor, I had to wake him up, tell him to move his truck up a little bit further so she won't slide into his shit. So that's another story right there. But yeah, man, yeah, I'm doing good, man. The weather's good, man. It's just snow, man. I like it like this, man. It ain't nothing to freak out on, man. I lived on the East Coast, man. It ain't nothing to flip out on, man. This shit, I like. I wish it was like this 3 months out the year, man. I wish we had snow plows though. They push the snow away. They keep the roads clear and keep jobs open, businesses open. But we don't got that down here like they got in Minnesota and on the East Coast and up north and in places where they got a lot of snow at. So somebody pulling up jam like a motherfucker. But anyway, yeah, man, yeah, everything good though. Oh yeah, I'm always safe here. You gotta be safe. Yo. But y'all gonna add Ashley on I was gonna bring Ashley on the line tonight though. She called me right before I about to hit the share the link to her, and she said, and she fired off on me. It was in a good way though. I said, you know what? I was gonna add you on the link tonight. She might be watching now though. I don't know. She might be watching. She might be watching, but they ain't gonna say nothing. But I needed that talk from her though, because it had me pumped up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Minnesota. We know Minnesota. Y'all out there playing hockey and shit. Y'all playing street hockey and shit out there in Minnesota. They play street hockey 3 months out the year up there in Minnesota. I know how that shit works up there, Lisa. I lived in Philadelphia. I know how the cold world is. I've been to the cold cities. New Jersey, New York, all that Delaware, Ohio. Been all around this shit. I know how that shit works. See, I've been know about that shit too since I was young. You know, that snow is not new to me either, y'all. Snow is not new to me either. Traveling, going to big cities and shit ain't never been new to me either, man. Yeah. Been doing this shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, the reason why people call Dallas lame because they come out here with this small town country mindset, man. Thinking this shit gonna prosper like it does in them small towns they're in. Then when they come out here, I remember back in the day when I was younger. When I was young, when I was out there hustling, I was still running the streets and hustling and shit, doing my hustling, drug selling days. And the homies used to move out here, and they come out here with that petty hustling mentality, like how they want you want to hustle like you hustling in Shreveport. Nah, man, that shit ain't gonna get you no money out here like that. This how you got to do it out here, and this how I go out here. That's how I had to give them, I had to give them the game how the hustle game go out here in Dallas, opposed to how I went back home. You can't come down here with that small mentality. Montre the Ghost said he don't think snow is real. What up, Montre? Montre, hey, the show ain't over till Montre come on the show, y'all. The show ain't over. I gotta, oh yeah, I gotta delete some money. I made Virgo Queen a moderator, and she realized she wanted a moderator. She came back on, showed some love for 2 episodes, and she ain't been back on since. So I'm about to demoderate her ass. I'm gonna demoderate C2. I'm gonna demoderate what's his name, Hotspot. Demoderate him. Who else, y'all? Who else ain't been on here in a while? CC Motion come on every now and then. Ain't gonna fuck with him yet. Who else? Who else, man? At least that nigga crazy, ain't it? He the GOAT. Yeah, when I go look at my list when I get out this live, I'm gonna know who ain't been on here in a while. Cause I need to clear out the moderators who ain't been on here in a while, and I need to make new moderators. And if the new moderators I made moderators in the last 2 weeks, if I don't see them in a while, I'm gonna delete them as well. So yeah, man, I do got my core minds are on the set right now. We got Lisa, 85, Don Juan, and Leo. Montre the Goat, he's a new one, but these are the originals on here. They've been on here for a year now. Next month will be a year since I started going live. Me and Katie started doing lives the 3rd week of February. It's gonna be crazy, y'all. It's January, man. I feel like we do a stream about Kanye. What you want me to talk about Kanye? What he did this time? What it do, oh? You motherfucking right, I'm checking my list here, who naughty up nice. And for you guys to say, I be on here, I just don't be typing. You need to let me know you on here, that way you won't get deleted too. Cause people, I be on there, man, I just don't be saying nothing. Well, shit, you need to at least say present, motherfucker. Tap in, nigga, when I'm calling rope. Good to see you there, my mom. So next, it don't even seem like it, y'all. In 3 weeks, I say about 3 or 4 weeks will be making a year since I started doing live streams. Me and Katie started doing live streams in the third week of February. I remember because it was right after Valentine's Day. It was like a couple days after Valentine's Day. And I just moved into this apartment. I didn't even move. All my shit wasn't even moved in yet. All I had was my TV was here, my 2 bar stools. I had in my kitchen appliances, and my bathroom shit, and my clothes. I didn't have my bed wasn't here yet. My couches and nothing. Nothing wasn't here yet. My shit was at the other place. That's how long ago. That's how I know how long ago it's been because I know when I moved in this crib, and yes, yeah, yeah. It'll be a year, man, since I thought I tapped in to Katie convinced me, let's go live. We at the bar one night, we fucked up and shit. You know, hey, let's go live. I'm like, nah, I don't want to go live. And we ain't go live. We just chilled and kicked it all night. The next night she came over. I want to go live. I'm like, fuck it, let's go live. And that's when I met some of y'all. I already knew Leo, and I knew LaDon Juan. And Lisa knew who I was already because she was already watching the channel through a mutual friend of ours. Yeah, man. I met you guys through here, man. Y'all been my friends. Y'all been my best friends, man, the last year, to be honest, because I've been talking to you guys more than I've been talking to anybody. And to be honest, let's keep it 100. Oh, Katie helped. She helped you find, you would have never found me if it wasn't for Katie. Yeah, Katie like, let's go live, and like I told her, I said it ain't gonna work, and then it worked. And the live bring a whole different audience than the pre-recorded shows and the shorts bring you. Like people that watch my YouTube shorts or watch my podcast and my reaction show, they probably don't even be on my live. They never watch my live. Like, but people that watch my live, they probably never watch my pre-recorded shows, my podcast and my kickback show. At least you Leo, Don Juan, or Lisa. I don't know if 85 Cut ever checked some of the podcast episodes I've done in the past, but I know that's what Leo know me from. Leo know me from when I met Leo. I was on season 4 of my podcast. Yeah, 85. Yeah, I know you're the first time. Yeah, but like I'm saying though, since then, I don't know if you ever went back to look at my. Because people think I just do a live stream. This channel is known for me having a podcast and doing a reaction show. Like I think the live has kind of took over those two shows because I do them every night now, and I be telling people my live is not my podcast. I have my podcast is when I have a guest on my show and we're sitting at the crib on the couch. That's the podcast. Now, when I interview somebody on my live stream, I consider that a podcast interview because it's an interview. But it's on my live stream, and it's for you guys to see the shit live. But I also like to do my pre-recorded show because I know it brings a little bit more money. Really, if I'm not getting donations on my live, I'm really not even getting none out of it, Besides, people watching my the ads or whatever that come on my channel. But if only money I'm really making off my live is the donations. I'm really not making money off the V's or whatever like that. Now my podcast, my pre-recorded shows, my reaction show. That's probably why I need to start back putting a little bit more time to. But yeah, people know me for doing my this is a podcast channel at first. I changed it to the Kickback Network when I started going live because I realized, okay, this is just not a podcast show no more. And me having Cuttercation the Kickback podcast show, that wasn't fitting good with the algorithm because nobody don't know who the fuck Cuttercation is, which is me. That's a saying I am. Cuttercation is somebody give people. But the Kickback podcast, the kickback just sounded better and it hit better. So I said, I do more than just a podcast on this channel. I give you updates. I do a reaction show. I do a podcast. I do the live. So what should I call it? I got to keep it a kickback though. I said it's gonna be the Kickback Network, and it kind of emerged. These was a hip hop channel where I just talk about strictly rap music, the hip hop R&B or whatever, gangster shit, street hood shit. I am widening this shit up now. It's more than it's not just a black show no more. This show is about everybody. You notice my last two guests I had on my show was two white women. You need to go back and check those episodes out if you haven't catch those live. I had Jen Mack, aka Jen and Juice, on the last night, and I had my homegirl Kat, who was on 4 nights ago. So yeah, man, this channel is open up to any color, any race, any genre. We talk about it all over here. And that's how most of everybody found me, the fire little redhead. You need to go check that redhead out I interviewed last night, Check out last night's episode. I had Jen Mack. She a nice little redhead for you. You'll like her. She just got divorced too. Yeah, you should have watched that episode last night. I wish O and Lisa would have tapped in last night. Oh, she was like, "Ooh, that's that guy. That's the guy. I seen him on the YouTube. I seen him on the podcast." I'm glad you caught me then, Lisa. I'm glad you caught me. Oh, you seen the? Oh, you see, I saw her. So you mean to tell me you was on last night? And you just didn't want to say nothing. Oh, he seen it. See, man, see one thing. Moderator, y'all got to engage, man. I bet you didn't even hit the like button either, though. Come on, oh. To be honest, I couldn't tell if you was on last night or not because I couldn't even read all the chats because I was too busy listening to what she was saying. And that's one thing about doing a live and interviewing somebody. Uh, I my job is to try to hear everything they are saying. That way I won't get lost in the sauce on what we're talking about, and therefore I know what to ask on the next question, feeding off what she's saying or what they saying. So I'll be having to pay attention a lot to the guests on the show, opposed to reading the chats all the time. The chats be funny sometimes because I be want to see what everybody's saying about the guests and what they're saying, or they got any questions. But I just want to let everybody know, yeah, I be really just trying to tune into the guests. I know, oh, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I know your friend turned. I know your friend had turned you on to me. I know that when I interviewed him. When I interviewed him, he was really excited about that. Which when I interviewed him, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more entertaining because how he be acting and talking and shit. But he kind of seemed like he was trying to be too cool on the camera. You know, that's my homeboy though. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to be too cool, I guess. I don't know. I mean, and I did it at his place anyway. I think every time I do a podcast off premises, like when I'm not on my own set, I feel a little uncomfortable because they shit don't be set up like mine is, and the setting don't be right, the light don't hit right, or some just don't be hitting right when I'm not on my shit. So I like to do the shit at my place or a place that I'm familiar with, because it makes it. I have a better interview whenever I do that, you know. So it's a plenty of episodes you might see me not at my spot interviewing somebody, but I was at their spot or the studio or whatever, and I just couldn't feel comfortable or just didn't feel right in there. There's times I interview rappers at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, because you know that's the only time I could have got them in. I was doing shit like that. Never again though. But tonight was a good lie though, man. You know, the lie. I wanted to get that off my chest, man. It's been bothering me, man. You know, motherfuckers saying shit about Dallas and this, that, and the other, and all that, man. Half of the people that come out here, man, they don't even go around Dallas. They're not even in Dallas, or they don't even come through the city. They not with somebody to show them where to go and where to be at. And half of the people, they just jealous of the people who live out here already, just because. Thanks for the gift, y'all. Yeah. Let's get the likes up, guys. We try to get 20 likes, man. We try to get 20 likes tonight, man. One night, man, we had reached what 35 on one set. Appreciate that again. I mean, one dude had the other night. I had got about 555 points worth of gifts the other night, man. I was like, God damn, I so appreciate that. Sometimes people come in, man, they just be donating, man. Like it seems like YouTube just sent somebody through here just to rain on you with gifts. I mean, I think it's something I ain't doing. I was watching somebody live the other night, man. People just sending them money, man. I said, damn, I need they live. I need the people who are on they live. I need they live chat to come to my live chat. People donate. I'm about throwing cash. I'm like, God damn. This one chick, man, just sitting there painting the fucking fingernails and shit. They throwing money at her. I'm like, God damn. She ain't giving no content. I get this content these days, you know, painting her nails and her toenails and shit like that, and just looking at the camera and shit, making different facial expressions and shit. Niggas like that shit though. Lame niggas and shit. There's no way in hell a bitch finna have me entertained looking at her on the video, painting her fucking nails and shit, making little smirky faces and shit. Fuck no. Got me fucked up. Hey, I watched a good movie to watch, guys. The Rip. If you want to watch a good movie, guys, on Netflix, it's based off true events. It's called The Rip. The true story took place, well, it takes place in Miami, but the story is 10 years ago in Miami. They found $24 million hidden in the attic in this house. $25 million hidden in the attic. But guess where the money was hidden at? Appreciate that done one, baby girl. Mwah. Guess where that money was at, y'all? In the walls. Behind the attic was so clean, y'all. Y'all need to go check that movie out. It's on Netflix. It's called The Rip. It got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. You know them boys, they make great movies, man. Them boys be on their shit. All right, you watch Sinners Cool. Watch The Rip on Netflix. Check it out. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. It got Ed Gordon in that bitch. Ed Norton in there. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, based off a true story. So 10 years ago in Miami, the DEA had ran into this house, man, and had a fake bus. A RIP is called a raid. When you raid for drugs and cash and illegal shit. So they went to this house thinking there was a certain amount of money there, but it really wasn't what they thought was there. It was more than what they thought they were going for. Turned out it was $24 million hidden in the attic. Colombian chick was up in there, and y'all know how much money there was. Y'all know who money there was. It had to be somebody from the cartel money. Imagine going up in the house looking for $300,000 and you find $24 million in cash. You know the cartel got something to do with this. I'm just leaving. I'm leaving. I ain't gonna touch this. My head, I can't. I got the wrong house. Cause you get that money, they gonna find you. They gonna find you. Yeah, appreciate the dollars and the gifts, man. Appreciate that, Don Juan. Appreciate that. Yeah, check it out. It's on Netflix. If you got Netflix, check it out. Yeah. Check that shit out. It's called The Rip. If you don't got, you can use my fucking account. Yeah, it's the #1 movie up there. Check it out. You'll love it. It might be a nice movie to fall asleep on tonight or watch tomorrow, but I watched it today, man. That shit was good. It what made me watch the movie. I've been on Netflix for the last 2 days, but I've been skipping over it. I was on YouTube watching the Al Prophet channel called American Dope. If you're familiar with the YouTube channel by Al Prophet called American Dope, he's a journalist guy that talks about a lot of drug activities and street shit, mafia, gang banging, and hustle type of shit. Well, anyway, he introduced the story of the $24 million seizure being seized in Miami. He introduced that story to me today, which showed that it was based off the movie The Rip was based off that story. I'm like, damn, maybe I should watch that movie because everybody been talking about it. So now they got this on here about it. If Al Prophet is talking about it and putting it with this story, this true story, maybe I should watch it. So I watched it, man, and it's really it's one of those ones, guys. You know, Netflix. Every now and then, Netflix to drop that bomb ass movie for the year. The Rip is that one. You know how Netflix, they always got one or two movies throughout the year that be rememberable. You like that's a good ass. That's the movie that should have went to the theater. You know, you get them all the time at Netflix. Yeah. Okay, I know everyone has an opinion. For FYI, the SCOTUS has removed all protections for immigrants. The Congress has allocated $10 billion for ICE. If you go out, think just stay home either way, be safe, right? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm in Dallas, Texas, man, and I ain't worried about ICE because I'm an American citizen, for one thing, and I ain't doing shit anyway for any type of agent or officer to be fucking with me. So, yeah, when I'm outside, man, I'm going to the grocery store, going to work, going to get my kids. I'll probably headed to the bar. And I'm not doing nothing else to go do, I'm not doing nothing else wrong. I'm driving the speed limit, I'm using my signal light, I'm stopping at red lights, you know, I'm stopping at stop signs and counting to 5, and then I'm pulling off. Yeah, I'm doing all that shit right. Let's get the lights up. Oh, okay, Supreme Court of the United States. You know, yeah, okay, I get it, the acronym. All right. You know, I'm a little slow, man. I'm slow. ICE leaving Minnesota. Okay, that's good. They put up a whole month of records. I wonder where they headed now. I had a funny story earlier today, right? My most of my neighbors are Hispanic. We black and Hispanic over here. We got a couple of white people. Most of my neighbors are Hispanic. But anyway, the older guy that lives across the street, across the building in front of mine, he's the older guy. He's probably about 60, something, 70. He comes knocking on the door. Now he doesn't speak illegal English. He come knock on the door. I open the door, man. My homeboy, we sitting up here, we smoking, right? He trying to tell me something about what the person upstairs is doing, and I'm trying to comprehend what he's saying. In a way, I kind of feel like he's saying, "Yeah, they making noise, and you trying to you want to go up there and tell them to stop making noise, but you don't feel like going up the stairs because you might fall because there's got ice on there. You want me to go up there? I feel you." So that's what I felt like he was saying, but we really couldn't get what he was saying out of him. My homeboy pulled up with his phone with the translator app on, trying to get him to say what he's saying to us, and that way we can understand it and figure it out what he wanted to do. So we sitting there. It got to a point where I called my coworker Manuel. He's the older put two together, man. Like, okay, evidently you saying that the people upstairs are fighting and making a bunch of noise up there. It's getting on your ladies. It's causing too much noise. You want me to let them know they need to chill out, or you want to call the police here? He was like, yeah. So I went up there anyway. He comes down. They went to talking and shit. He go my ass in between both of their ass, my hand in my pocket. Sitting there, they arguing with each other in Spanish. I'm sitting, they talking to me in Spanish, like tap my shoulder, like, ain't no right. I'm like, shit, I don't know the fuck y'all talking about. I'm like, I don't know what y'all saying. I guess he thought I spoke Spanish because I be saying kind of limo. And I be saying little, words like poquito and all certain shit, So they think my shit is fluent because I be saying a lot of Spanish words and having conversations like with people. I just be running my shit though. I don't be knowing what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm sitting between both of them, right, standing out here by the stairs. And it's cold as fuck. They arguing with each other in Spanish. They looking at me trying to get me to intervene, but I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. But I can tell by the body language that they going off at each other. So I let say, man, we all good around here. We all love. Now I feel appreciated that he came knock on my door because they kind of look up to me around here. I'm the black guy that everybody likes around here. Even the black people around here love me. I'm always grilling and shit. They always seeing a pretty girl come over here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A pretty girl come over here. They always see a pretty girl come over here. And yeah, they just think I'm real cool, you know what I'm saying? They like the way I dress and shit. You know what I'm saying? They just like my aura, and they look up to me, I feel like, even though they don't understand nothing I'm saying. And I don't understand them, but they just like me. But it kind of felt weird and cool at the same time to be standing between a Mexican guy that's 80 years old arguing with a Mexican guy that's 27, 30 behind some shit about some noise. And I'm between both of these niggas like, what the fuck? That shit was funny. Hit the like button. Yeah, I felt that funny though, man. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I hope they don't, some other weird shit happened, right? Yesterday morning, right? So it's a young girl, it's a young couple stays upstairs. They just moved here about a month or two ago. Young black couple. I say probably be around about 25, 20, maybe early 20s, mid 20s. Anyway, um, I never, had any conversation with them. Just hello, how you guys doing? That little short talk like that. So I wake up yesterday morning, right? Started fixing breakfast. I had to knock somebody tapping on the door with a tap like that. Who the fuck is here tap knocking on the door like that? It's cold out there, it's snowing. I look at the peephole, I see a little short girl. I open the door, it's the girl upstairs. Guess what she do? Can you charge my iPhone up? I'm like, how the fuck she know I got an iPhone? How she know I got an iPhone charger to charge her phone up? And what she had to me, I said, yeah, I can do it. I got an iPhone charger. But it never, but I'm like, fuck, she don't got no charger or the electricity out? What's going on up there? What's going on? She got a whole man up there. What's going on? Why she want me to charge her phone up down here? So I charged the phone up to 100%. I went up there, probably about an hour later, knocked on the door. Nobody answered the damn door. Nobody answered. So I knocked on the door. Nobody answered the door. I said, that's crazy. Me and my homeboy, we already tripping like, what made her come down here and just say, hey, charge my phone up? It's an iPhone. Like she knew I had an iPhone. Or why she don't have a charger or what's going on up there? And so I said, okay, fuck it, I'll charge it. When I got done charging it, I went up there, knocked on the door. She didn't answer it. She didn't answer. I came back down here probably about 30 minutes later. I was in my room. I guess she probably tapped on the door a little. And I didn't hear it, so she thought like it was a harder knock. So I look at the door, I'm like, who the fuck this is? It's her. She's like, my phone. I said, oh, your phone. Okay, I got you. And I said, what's going on? You guys all right up there? What's going on? She said, we good. But I never asked her. I said, do you have a charger or what? I asked her, I said, is y'all electricity on? She said, yeah. But I never asked if she have a charger or not, or what was her reason to ask me for a charger. So I just felt it was weird though, man. It was. But when I see her and the boyfriend, when I see them again, I'm gonna ask them, hey, what was that about the do y'all have an iPhone charger? What was up with that? I'm curious. And I don't know. Where's the bathroom? I'm the where's he go? I don't buy women for one thing though. Yeah, I don't buy women. I ain't finna buy no women or not like that, man. You know, I quarter with me. I guess that's the way I'm gonna buy. Take on the I'm gonna be my personality gonna be part of me getting the pussy. It ain't gonna be no fuck the dollar bill ain't gonna be the whole reason about it. The personality gonna be the whole key to that. My mouthpiece and my personality. The courting just gonna make it easy. But hell no, I ain't gonna say that I'm buying the pussy. Mexico, yeah. I don't even know how we I don't know how we got on Mexico, but yeah, my neighbors and they Hispanic, you know. That's probably why you jumped to Mexico real quick like that, but yeah. I guess I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, guys. Oh, my tire's not low, man. I aired my tire again today. It has a nail on the inside of it. So yeah, that shit crazy. I gotta get a new tire, man. I supposed to got a new tire Friday, but that's when all the snow came down. Well, guys, man, it's gonna probably happen for me right there, man. I think I ain't talked about it enough tonight, man. I enjoyed you guys, man. Happy Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I feel like a Sunday, man, because I've been off all weekend. And I was off today. But I appreciate you guys for tapping in to another live on the Kid Bad Network with your boy Cuddy J. Broadcasting live out of Dallas, Texas. Big up, shout out, goodbye to Lisa, Don Juan. Appreciate your donation, Don Juan. Leo the Great, Montre the Goat, my nigga 85 Cut Dog, and the rest of you guys that tapped in tonight. Much love to you guys. I got to go to the YouTube studio and do me some motherfucking deleting on moderations. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. Holla at y'all.